In this Photoshop CC tutorial, I'm going to be talking about some of the different tools inside of Photoshop. All of your tools are located on the left side. So if you hover your mouse over one, you can see you have all these different tools. Like there's your lasso tool. It'll give you a little tooltip, quick selection tool, crop tool. We've got some gradient tool, blur tool, dodge tool, pen tool. We got the hand tool down here and the zoom tool below there. So all these different tools are something you can select. So to select a tool, you simply click on it. So I can click on the dodge tool, or I can go up here. I can go up here and click on my spot healing brush tool, or I can click on my color dropper, eyedropper tool, or I can click on the crop tool, and that'll select your tool. And if you place that tool over your picture, as you can see over here, there are different icons. Like you see there's a crop icon right next to my cursor. Or the selection tool, we get a different, we get the crosshairs. Or on the gradient, let's go to the hand tool. The hand tool, we get a hand. And the hand tool, just to basically introduce to you, if you're on the hands tool, all you need to do is click and drag, and you can move it around your photo. You can navigate around your photograph. It's the same thing as if you're in the move tool. If you normally, if you'd move this image around. I couldn't do that. But if you hold down the spacebar key, you can. It's the same effect as clicking on the hand tool. It's just a little bit faster. And you can double click it to go to. Fit in view. It'll fit in your screen. The same thing as going to view and then fit on screen. Control 0. Or so let's go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to press the Control plus key, and I'm going to zoom in here. Command plus on a Mac. Actually, Control minus to zoom out a little bit. And I want to introduce you to the text tool. So the text tool is right down here. It has a little T icon. And as you see, it says horizontal type tool, and there's a T after that. If you want to, you can just press the T key, and it'll automatically select that. Our move tool up there, just to give you an example, it says move tool V. So I can press the V key to move to that. So I'm going to go ahead and press the T key again to go to the text tool, or I'm going to click on that. And now I'm just going to click somewhere on my photograph. First I'm going to press down the spacebar key and move my photograph over a little bit. Now I'm going to click right here, and you can see you have an here, let's get into that. I'm going to create a, so you can see I just created a new layer, but you can click on the same photograph, and up here you have your options. This is kind of like your toolbar. You can select your font. I'm going to go with Source Sans Pro. You can extra light. You can select your size, say 30 pixels, and then you can type. So it's pretty straightforward, and when you make the text tool, it creates a new layer. So you can see over here, we'll talk about layers later, but the important thing is this T. It stands for a text layer, and if I go up to my move tool up here and I position my cursor over the Daniel Malone, I can click and drag that around different places in my photograph. I'm not panning around the photograph, but rather I'm moving the text layer Daniel Malone. And so if I want to edit that text, all I have to do is click on the text tool again, and then if I place my cursor over the text, you see it changes from the little box around it to the actual text tool, like a type tool. I can select this text and I can type in welcome. And now to select, to get out of that text, you can either press this check box up here, or what I strongly encourage is using keyboard shortcuts, which is Control Enter. So Control Enter, and that'll commit to your text. I'm just going to create a new, click with the text tool to create another layer, and I'm going to write. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the check icon here, and I'm going to go back to my move tool by pressing the V on my keyboard. And you see I can move these around. So I can put the welcome first, I can put how are you second, I can align them up differently, I can put them wherever I want to, I can align them to the right, to the left. We'll be talking about snapping and positioning and how you can precisely align layers together. You use these up here, the alignment icons, but they're disabled. We'll get to that later, like the horizontal and the vertical alignment tools. So we'll get to that in a different video, but today I just wanted to introduce you to the text tool and how you can create text. So say I want to edit this welcome and make it bigger. Again, press the T on your keyboard or click on the text. Click on the text icon tool over here to the left. Position your mouse over the text. Then you can click and drag to select it, and the text is selected there. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to my font size, and I'm going to change it and make it go up to 72 pixels. And then I'm going to press this check icon just to commit it. Now I'm going to press the V key on my keyboard, and I'm going to position my cursor of the text and move it. And you can see now whatever layer I'm selecting, like say I select the how are you layer and I click and drag, then I can position that wherever I want to. Same for the welcome. And something else we'll be talking about is layers and this auto select tool, which will automatically select. I'm assuming that's on for you. So I can click over this welcome and I can move it. I can click over this how are you and I can move it. So this is a quick introduction to the text tool in Adobe Photoshop CC. See you in the next video.